Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Hermitcraft Season 6. I hope everybody are doing fan-freaking-tastic today. I am a lucky boy. I am excited today because today we are going to start a new project. And I love starting new projects. It's kind of part of the Sandy Kingdom project, but it doesn't have much to do with the Sandy Kingdom. Today I want to start building my giant, massive, fully automatic storage room. It's something that I enjoy doing so much and something that I've done a lot of times in Minecraft. But I really enjoy doing, and every time you build a storage room, it feels like you keep enhancing, keep making them a little bit better. And so today marks the start of that. I got 7 green heads as well that we have to put in the vault. But before we can start, we need to do some shopping because we're gonna need, an enormous amount of resources. A giant amount of resources. First things first, I know that I'm gonna need a lot of redstone components, and I actually bought all the comparators from Scar for the Treat a Check project. But repeaters, how much? 2 diamonds for 64. I'm definitely buying this just out of laziness. We're gonna buy all of these. As far as raw redstone goes, I may need more, but we can, well, let's buy a stack. That's 2 diamonds, sure. I'm looking to spend all my diamonds to build this storage. It's kind of like when you buy a new fancy wallet and then you bought it for all your money, so you don't have any money to put in it. Kind of a little bit like that. Another thing I know that I need is an insane amount of iron, and I've never actually been here. Ethical iron. Yeah, I've never been here. 5 diamonds for a stack of blocks. Wow, this is pretty expensive, huh? Compared to how it was in Season 4 when you bought a stack for 1 diamond. This week only, 1 diamond per stack. Yes. And I think we'll just go with spruce. Spruce is the easiest to cut down, and we're just being nice by buying this first. We're gonna need this for an insane amount of chests. So in fact, because I'm out of storage as well, probably gonna want to make a few shulker boxes here. Okay, let's start here with this amount of chests and this amount of wood. So this is what the shopping brought me today, and yeah, like I said, I don't even think this is gonna cut it, to be fair. The reason for me deciding upon a giant storage system is because I need one. I have so much stuff everywhere, just laying around in chests, and it's just so frustrating. Whenever I go to make a project, I just can't find the resources that I need. And so I'm sure I have a lot of stuff that I don't even know about. So the plan is to take all of that. I have a little stash over at the spider farm down there in the wizard tower. I have a giant stash in the nether by my nether hub thing that I built. We have the small storage system in the Sandy Kingdom. And yeah, it just keeps accumulating. We also have the Davy Jones locker, which we need to like get in storage as well. Before we continue though, I thought I'd show you this. I did actually, for those of you who thought that I was just gonna be lazy, I did take my time after last episode and I finished the chick thing. So now all of these things here, as you can see, I've installed the redstone on all of these and everything is working. I'm so very proud of this system. And it's really, really nice to see it working on all sides. And then Stress added this gorgeous building, which I'm sure you've seen in her episode, where she like sort of opens the shop and everything. Super exciting. But yeah, all of these different things work. So you can see Life 1. Wow, this guy seems to live. Yeah, he got 9 years old before he died. That's pretty insane. So I've been thinking a lot about where I would put my storage system, and don't get me wrong dudes, this system is going to be absolutely massive. Like, we're going to need a huge room for this. And originally I wanted to put it in the ice biome underwater and make an underwater thing, but it's just going to be such a pain. We're going to have to go so far down. And it's going to be such a pain to get it to a point where I don't like constantly break into, I need more fireworks rockets, where I don't constantly break into the water. So I decided, I mean, these bases are kind of connected. It's like 1 mega base at this point in time. And it's not even finished, near finished. So I decided that we should probably do it here in the Sandy Kingdom. It's going to make it a lot easier for us. And then we can rather connect up like an underground water tunnel that leads to the storage system. So the ideal place, placement-wise, location-wise, would be right here. Because that's super close to the ice space and it's close to this space. The problem is, again, I think I'm gonna need more space than this coastline offers me, unfortunately. So, why don't we build it in the Sphinx? Is my next idea. The Sphinx is kind of just chilling there. We've only just built the facade of the Sphinx so far, and I didn't really work out what to build inside it, and I think it's a really cool entrance to like a mega storage room, because it feels really mega as you walk in here. Maybe this is a pretty good height for the bottom of my storage room, like for the floor, all the way down here. One problem that I'm seeing immediately, by the way, is that my beacon is not reaching over here, so I'm gonna have to move that. To get a good idea of how big this project is, or how big this storage room is, I've dug down on one side here, and I'm gonna try and see what it would look like if it started here. So remember how I said that I've measured this out to be 8 blocks on either side from the chest face. So essentially, we're gonna have a bunch of chests. That's a storage room, and we're gonna have 3 layers of chests. I don't even know. The second layer, I believe, I've actually sketched a little bit on this. And this is, by the way, those of you who saw Iskal's Island, my single player series, my pirate island that I did a couple of years ago. This is inspired by the storage room that I had there, but a much bigger scale. And introducing shulker boxes and stuff as well is the plan for this storage room. Whereas that storage room obviously was built when shulker boxes didn't exist. But yeah, we're gonna have one chest layer here, another one coming here, and we're gonna have a final layer of chests here, I believe. Yes. And we're gonna automate the storage for the top layer and the bottom layer chests, and the chests in the middle are gonna be sorted manually. Because obviously, if you want to do auto sorting for every single item in Minecraft, you need a massive storage system, and whenever the game updates, you need to expand it. So I don't think that's a good idea. At the very end of this, we're gonna put the deep storage shulker box loaders, just like we did in the mine, and I think that's gonna be great to have, because all of the blocks that you have excessive amounts of in Minecraft in a survival world, like sand and packed ice and ice for my specific, because I have a lot of it where I live. All of those things shouldn't go in these chests because they're going to clog up the systems quickly. So that's where we're going to introduce the shulker box loaders. And at the moment, we would have space for 12 shulker box loaders, so 12 deep storage units, which may not be enough. So I may have to come up with a better idea for that, because I say 12 because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, then the pathway of 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the next chests come on this side here. I could of course broaden this, but if I broaden it, I also remove a little bit of the efficiency, because I'll have to run further back and forth to the chests. Anyway, I love designing storage rooms. So one cell is gonna look like this. One per item that we auto sort, we're gonna have the storage of 2 double chests plus a hopper. All right. And then we're gonna build up a cell, a normal storage or sorting cell, and they look like this. And yeah, you've probably seen this many times before. The key point with these, we built them already in the mines, but say that I want to sort I don't know, sand here. We're not going to sort sand here because it's a massive block, but say that I want to sort sand here. I have 4 blocks that are not sand, and then I have my filter in the first, and you saw that it let through a little bit of sand all the way down here. And the reason it does that is because this comparator will, when it reaches one more item than it's in right now, it's gonna power this redstone. So this comparator is gonna output a redstone power of 3 instead of 2, which will power this repeater, unpower this torch, and this torch is currently powering this block. And this block is powering any adjacent blocks, including this hopper. And as you guys probably know, whenever a hopper is powered, it can't send through items, right? But as it allows that for a second, it's going to pick the first item in the hopper above it, this sand here, and pull it down into the chest. So that's why a sorting cell works, basically. Now, on top of this, we would have our input hopper line over here. So it would span like this and like that. Basically an input belt. And now, as you saw over here, I have designed this so that we can fit more chests in here as well. We're gonna have some sort of half block here, like a stairs, for example. And then on top of that, we're gonna have another chest sitting here. This chest is gonna be disconnected from the automatic storage system. So this second chest, what we see from the front here, is one chest here, one chest here, and this chest is just, we can put anything in this chest. This is unsorted items, okay, that goes in there. And then, like I said over there, we're gonna have another layer on top here, and if I did my calculations correctly, I should be able to fit another chest and a double chest array like this. And yeah, so I reproduced this in creative, and this is basically what I'm trying to explain to you. But this has a flaw. This here, this hopper and this hopper cannot be aligned like this, because this filter is filtered to magenta wool. But if I send magenta wool down this line, it's all gonna end up pulling down and coming in this hopper, yeah. Which is because Minecraft behaves like this. It's gonna try and, a hopper beneath is gonna try suck before the hopper pulls, or pushes, sorry. So this hopper is pulling things out before this pushes it to the inventory where it's needed. I can probably get away with doing something like this, where I don't actually have to move the facade, but I just move the hopper and add another hopper. So it's gonna cost one more hopper per per line. But this obviously can't go down here, but it should go in there and end up here. Nice. Yes. Okay, reproduced on the Hermitcraft server. This is what it's looking like. So obviously we will have a half block up here, like that. And we have 3 chest arrays in front of our face, where the top one and the bottom one are sorted with a filter. And the middle one is simply a or this chest here is simply a chest where we put storage in. So the idea would be we automatically sort glass, for example, but we don't sort all the dyed glass because we're never gonna have that much of it. So maybe the dyed glass goes in the chest above the sorted glass. And this is just a design that I found worked out best for me, rather than doing thousands of chests for every item. It works better for me, it's more compact, and it's easier to use. So yeah, that is why I'm doing it that way. But I'm sure we're going to be sorting a lot of things. So basically, this module here, let me remove this so it looks a little bit cleaner. This module here is stackable, and I need to build that for every single cell that I'm doing, this double thing here. And now you can see the height as well. We can put a roof on top of that hopper belt, but we need it to be that tall, basically. And I don't know how many chests I'm going to do, but as you can see, per array, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hoppers. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. And with that, I have got one side completed. Wow, this thing is looking absolutely massive. Look at that. Yeah, this is pretty insane. And like, this is 26 chests times 2, so 52 sortable items there and 52 sortable items there. I don't know if that's going to be enough, but as we run down here, we sort of started getting a feeling about or of how big this is going to be. And I just realized one thing. It's going to be insanely hard, if not impossible, to place these stairs like that, isn't it? Like, what am I thinking? We can't rotate blocks in this. I need to place them before I place these. But I haven't even thought about the design of this thing yet. I guess I'll have to break these chests and then it's gonna be a bother. It's gonna be a bother. But yeah, if you thought that we were anywhere near close to resources when we did our shopping, this is what remains. All the wood is gone. And I have a few chests here, but as you can see, my hoppers are almost out, so I do need to do another shopping tour probably. I did it! I did it! I freaking did it! Wow. I had to go back and buy more wood, and I may have overmade a bit of chests, but that's okay because we're gonna need more chests for the deep storage units over here. But yeah, the basic item cells are installed. That feels absolutely great. Absolutely great. Now, obviously, we need to connect this up together. We need an input. We need an overflow. We need to have all of that installed. And I just realized, can I push the items with water here? Did I leave enough space? Yeah, no, I can't because I have redstone torches right there. Okay, so it won't be like as quick as the mine pushes the items, but that's okay. So the idea, follow my lead here, and hopefully I did this correctly. The input, the very first input is right here, right now. The input is here. The items are then sent all the way here, and then we need to send them through the deep storage, which essentially would be best if the deep storage got the items first, because like the masses of items like stone and stuff are gonna go in there. But I didn't think about that, so it will first go through this area here, go this way over the deep storage units, continue here, and go all the way around this item cell block or array. And then here it will go down, and we could actually probably already now connect that up together like so. And these should be facing this way. Nice. So then it goes on the lower level and wraps all the way around. And here it's going to be a little bit tricky to like wire this so that it doesn't interfere with the deep storage system. But then essentially it connects to here. So the absolute first chest to get the items will be oh wow, the absolute first sorting item will be ending up here in this chest here, and the absolute last will end up in this chest here. But the whole sorting of items is actually something that I'm not planning on doing right now at this moment, because I think I want to design the thing first. And one of the things that I do want to do is change up how I did this stairs earlier today, because I realized that this was the same mistake I made for the King's Road when we built the way up to the castle. So what I think we'll do, it doesn't really look gracious like how it was. It's very bumpy. So we're gonna go with this here, and then I think I want to use some sandstone slabs and sort of make two sections of the staircase, right? So this goes down 1, 2, 3, and then we come out 1, 2, 3 possibly, and maybe the bottom layer will just be like that. That feels maybe a little bit too steep. No, it's pretty cool. It's gonna feel gracious is my hope when you walk in here. I want it to feel like, oh, we're entering the big halls of Iskal's items. That's stupid. This would be a pretty cool feature. Have like an entrance this way leading somewhere as you walk in here, and you sort of have that back flipped entrance. Can I do... I can't fit here if I do that, can I? No. That looks way better. Yeah, so maybe we'll have like a secret passage there or something as well. In addition, it just breaks up the stairs a little bit more, which I like. And then maybe these are abundant and shouldn't be there. I'm not sure what I want to design this room with at all. Like, I don't have any ideas at the moment. I want it to look kind of majestic, and maybe for it to look majestic, it would need some kind of cool patterned floor or something like that. I don't think I want to use excessive amounts of sandstone, but I do know that I need a stair block that goes there. So we don't have a ton of choices yet. As we know, the next update of Minecraft is going to have a lot of them. But we could, for example, go with like a quartz design in here or some sort of pillars. We're going to be inside the Sphinx. Everything is going to have a roof on it or a ceiling. So it won't just be open space. But there's a lot of things to think about. A lot of things to think about. I think the next thing we should do with this project now is we should install the input chest, because obviously the input chest is going to be super important. That's where we that's where we dump all our stuff, and then it gets sucked into the system, and yeah, it's just going to be super important. I think I'm going to place it right here, and I will try and fit the output chest, so anything that goes through the storage sorting but can't fit anywhere will come here. That makes a lot of sense, and I think I can design something cool around it when we get to that. I am running low on hoppers though, but I do have more iron still, and since I bought so many chests, I think we are good. So an input chest, we could just have one hopper underneath, and then it sucks at that speed there. We could also put a hopper minecart, but because we are sending everything at the speed of a hopper, we don't actually need anything quicker than just a hopper. Well, there we go. I put an item elevator up, and this should work. I mean, this is super simple, but oh, why are the items traveling like that? Looks like they're gonna get spat out. Yeah, it's not the fastest thing. I could make the clock faster, but like I said, I don't think it matters that much because the hoppers can only transfer it at that speed anyway, if I'm correctly informed. But yeah, that seems to work. They go on up to the hopper belt, and they should be chilling here. 30. What? Oh, they're still coming in. Oh, okay. I was literally confused there. There we go. There's all the 45. I just built it out of stone bricks now and regular glass, because once I have a design for this, we're of course going to use the design for it, but just to have the function built right there. Now the output though, I'm going to have to kind of wire. So what did I say? Oh yeah, it comes out on the same thing here. So the output chest is going to be a little bit trickier. It needs to, this is the end hopper right now to the whole system. I need to basically wire this behind and underneath, because I don't want the output chest to be like chilling in front here. I want it on this side because it's going to look symmetrical and nice. But yeah, all in all, I mean, this project has gone off to a really good start. This is going to be so nice to have all the items sorted in one place, and I'm really looking forward to it. Also, if I have items that I have more than 2 double chests of but are not big enough for a deep storage unit, which is the shulker unit, I'm planning, like, once I have one large chest full, I'll just simply take the items out and put them in a shulker box, and then put that shulker box in the chest. So like, let's say that I have sandstone in non-deep storage, I'll have it here. This will be full with sandstone, and then I have sandstone in the chest. And that's important, I feel, like you do with storage systems. A lot of people try to over-automate things, but what you're essentially trying to do with a storage system is make it as efficient for you as a player as possible. Not necessarily sort everything, you want it to be as efficient as possible. So you want the area condensed as much as possible, which is why I have 2 layers, one there and one here. 3 layers if you count the non-sorting chests. And that's why I didn't make it longer, because of course we could just add length to this thing, but then we're essentially just going to be running up and down and getting fit by looking for items. So yeah, I think this is great. I'm very, very happy with this. But anyway, dudes, that's going to do it for today. Hope you guys have enjoyed this mega project. We will set up the filters and stuff, and we will continue this room. Do let me know down below. The question for the episode is, what kind of design do you think would fit inside the Sphinx? Should we go with something different than the sandy style? Because we totally could. We could enter a room that has completely different colors. Or should we stick with the sandstone or something in between? You dudes, let me know down below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, remember to hit the like button. If you're new, consider subscribing, and have a fan-freaking-tastic evening. I'll see you dudes in the next episode.